What if an ancient curse could transcend time and strike down anyone who dared disturb their sacred tomb? What if the power of the Pharaohs, long buried beneath the sands of Egypt, reach forward from the past to curse anyone who would dare disturb their eternal rest? As nonsensical as these questions may be for a common-sense person, the discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 ignited these questions and plunged the world into an era of awe and fascination over what the ancient tombs of Egypt may contain. Is there truly a curse, whispered from beyond the grave, to punish those who intrude upon the boy king's eternal rest? Or was the legend simply a coincidence, magnified by media frenzy and human imagination? And most chillingly, how do we explain the string of strange and tragic events that followed the unearthing of the tomb? The story of the curse begins with one of the greatest archaeological finds of the 20th century. British archaeologist Howard Carter, backed by the wealthy Lord Carnarvon, had spent years searching for King Tut's tomb in the Valley of the Kings. On November 4th, 1922, Carter's team uncovered the entrance to the tomb, and by February 1923, they had opened the burial chamber, revealing a treasure trove of artifacts, including the boy king's golden sarcophagus. The discovery was monumental, but whispers of a curse began almost immediately. Ancient Egyptian tombs were often inscribed with warnings meant to deter grave robbers. Although Tutankhamun's tomb lacked such inscriptions, rumors of a curse began to spread, fueled by an eerie series of events. The first alleged victim of the curse was Lord Carnarvon himself. Less than 2 months after the tomb was opened, Carnarvon died suddenly in Cairo. The official cause was blood poisoning from a mosquito bite that became infected after being shaved over, but the timing was uncanny. Adding to the mystery, at the exact moment of his death, all the lights in Cairo reportedly went out. A coincidence perhaps, but one that captured the imagination of a public already enchanted by the discovery. Could it be that Carnarvon had paid the ultimate price for desecrating the tomb? The deaths didn't stop with Carnarvon. Over the next decade, several individuals connected to the excavation died under unusual or premature circumstances. Arthur Mace, a member of Carter's team, succumbed to arsenic poisoning. George J. Gould I, an American financier who visited the tomb, died of pneumonia shortly afterward. Prince Ali Kamal Fahmy Bey, who had been present at the opening of the tomb, was shot by his wife. Was this all the work of an ancient curse, or simply a tragic series of coincidences? The pattern seemed too striking to dismiss outright. One of the most enduring stories surrounding the curse involves Howard Carter himself. Despite being the man who led the discovery, Carter lived for 17 years after opening the tomb, eventually dying of natural causes in 1939. How could the leader of the excavation escape the supposed curse while others perished? Carter himself dismissed the idea of a curse, calling it tommyrot, and suggesting that those who believed in it were merely victims of their own fears. But skeptics argue that Carter's survival could be evidence that the curse only targeted those who sought to profit from or sensationalize the tomb's discovery. The media played a significant role in perpetuating the legend of King Tut's curse. Sensational headlines and breathless reports painted the deaths as supernatural retribution, stoking public fear and fascination. Why were people so eager to believe in the curse? The 1920s were a time of rapid scientific advancement, but also lingering superstition. The mystique of ancient Egypt, with its gods, rituals, and enigmatic hieroglyphs, added an exotic allure to the story. The curse provided a thrilling, otherworldly explanation for the deaths, one that resonated with a public hungry for mystery and drama. Scientists and historians, however, have long sought rational explanations for the so-called curse. Could there be a scientific basis for the deaths and illnesses that followed the tomb's opening? One theory suggests that ancient tombs, sealed for thousands of years, could harbor dangerous mold spores or bacteria. When disturbed, these microorganisms could be released into the air, potentially causing respiratory illnesses or infections. Could such microbes have been the real culprits behind the deaths, cloaked in the guise of a supernatural curse? Another possibility is psychological. The power of suggestion can be incredibly strong, and the belief in a curse might have created a kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. People who believed they were cursed could have experienced stress, anxiety, and even psychosomatic symptoms, leading to accidents or illnesses. Could the fear of the curse itself have been the deadliest element, preying on the minds of those who believed in it? Another recent explanation for the curse of King Tut's tomb is offered by scientists as being high levels of radiation. This potentially deadly radiation is likely from radon gas and could have caused illness and death among those who entered and disturbed the burial site. This is supported by studies showing elevated radiation levels in ancient Egyptian tombs, including Tutankhamun's. Radon is a naturally occurring radioactive gas that can accumulate in enclosed spaces such as tombs. Inhaling high levels can lead to health problems like lung cancer, as well as other serious negative health ailments and effects. Ancient construction materials used in the tombs, including certain types of stones, may have also contributed to elevated radiation levels. While the radiation theory is widely discussed, there is no definitive scientific consensus proving it as the sole explanation for the reported deaths. One of the most intriguing aspects of the curse is its enduring legacy. Nearly a century after the tomb's discovery, the legend of King Tut's curse continues to captivate. Why does this story still resonate with us? Perhaps it's because the idea of a curse touches on universal fears. The fear of the unknown, the fear of retribution for trespassing on sacred ground, and the fear that our actions may have unforeseen consequences. The curse of King Tut has become a cultural touchstone, a reminder of humanity's fascination with the intersection of history, myth, and the supernatural. The artifacts from Tutankhamun's tomb, including his iconic golden mask, have traveled the world, drawing millions of visitors to museum exhibits. But even these treasures have been linked to misfortune. In 1972, when artifacts from the tomb were displayed in London, a fire broke out at the British Museum. Later, during a tour in France, the exhibit coincided with a series of unexplained accidents. Are these incidents mere coincidences, or does the curse extend and follow the artifacts to wherever they are viewed by an unsuspecting audience? In the end, the curse of King Tut may never be fully explained. Whether it was a string of coincidences, a psychological phenomenon, or something more mysterious, it has left an indelible mark on history. But what does this enduring fascination with the curse say about us? Perhaps it reflects our desire to find meaning in chaos, to believe that the past holds secrets that can still touch our lives. Or perhaps it's a reminder that some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved, leaving us to wonder as we peer into the golden mask of Tutankhamun and ponder whether the boy king still watches over his kingdom from beyond his grave. We'd like to thank you for exploring the curse of King Tutankhamun's tomb with us and invite you back for our next episode on the rise of humans.